Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E-Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping the video. Salute to everybody that's been rocking with the channel. Y'all already know what it is. We got to talk. The streets is on fire. Yeah, the federal government is watching. They not letting up. A lot of these dudes do a lot of things to get themselves caught up in these certain situations, and they want to blame somebody else. Yeah, I got to be real. This whole case, this whole Big U, yeah, because we know what's going on, y'all. We got to keep it real, man. This whole Big U, you heard Big U case, rolling 60s. A lot of these guys are self-snitching. Let me break this down, man. So we all know who Big U is. You heard West Coast vet. You heard rolling 60s leader. You heard, and he's very vocal about that. It ain't like he didn't come out and say that himself. Yeah, he calls himself the biggest. You heard? So these guys self-incriminating themselves. Like it's no tomorrow. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, former manager or, you know, whatever confidant, whoever he was to Nipsey Hussle. But it turns out that he was putting that extortion game down. I got to be real. They call him Big U. Yeah, he's from the old school. Yeah, I got to be real. He has an old school swag. He's putting down that extortion game. That sets you up and extort you game. You come to the West Coast, you got to check in with me. Yeah, so we know there's a big indictment going on. The boss, Eugene Henley Jr. You heard Big U, a.k.a. Big U. But we also know Luce Cannon has went down in this whole situation. So has Brick Baby. A lot of these guys that be on 21 Jump Street. That's what I call it, 21 Jump Street. Them dudes be over there spilling the beans. And now they have to face the federal government. Before we get into that, we know Wack 100 have been back and forth immensely. You heard going crazy on Big U the last couple months. Luce Cannon switched sides and went with Wack, and then because we got to keep in mind, him and Luce Cannon and Big U, they were like best friends at one time. A lot of this case deals with self-snitching. But let me let y'all hear, because Big U gave some final words before he had to go face the federal government. Let's listen to Big U and what he had to say, because he's calling Wack 100 a rat. Pay attention, y'all.
My last video, I'm going to go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, Luce Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community. and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they can go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to, and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in, though. Because I ain't did nothing.
I don't know about that, y'all. How come every time somebody get in trouble, they want to play the black card? I don't know about that because they alleging he even was putting out violence on Wack 100. He wanted Wack 100 taken care of. They were tapping his phones, y'all. They also got him for extorting, and I don't want to say extortion. I want to say embezzling, putting pressure on the athletes. Yeah, he was putting pressure on the athletes. Some being Adrian Broner, the famous boxer at one time, Shaquille O'Neal, Draymond Green. Oh, nah, he was acting crazy, y'all. But let's read this. Wack 100 isn't listed as a cooperant. So this is for all of y'all saying Wack 100 has something to do with it. You heard? He told on Big U. I got to keep it real. I feel like Big U told on himself. Wack 100 isn't listed as a cooperant, witness, or a victim in the incident, in the indictment. He's simply listed as an individual. Clearly, if he's a victim or a cooperant, would mean that obvious he's been in contact with the police regarding incidents, threats against him. About 30 to 40% of the indictment described in this RICO indictment against the Rolling 60s can be traced back to podcasts. You see what I'm saying? Podcasts. These guys running their mouths. Online, back and forth threats. Plots and incidents seem to be directly related to online beef and podcasting, which heightened tensions. It got the attention of the authorities. Other men, other than the murder, because we're going to get into that. He also is a murder listed in here, y'all. Other than the murder listed in the indictment, most of the RICO allegations surround the Big U and other allegedly extorting NBA players and other LA residents or visitors and plans to try to hurt, kill Wack 100. Feds sat on wiretap phone calls hearing all of this. As we can see, you heard? He was putting pressure on the athletes. If you in LA, if you in my neck of the woods, you gonna pay. I told you, he has that old school mentality. That's how they did it back in the days. They'll get you robbed and then act like they're gonna protect you for the ones in the back that don't understand what's going on here. It's the robbery and extort game. Oh, you ain't paying up? Okay, I know what to do. Yeah, a lot of businesses right now are saved because they don't have to pay Big U every month. Allegedly. But it gets a little bit more nasty than that, though, y'all. Because there's a lot of self-snitching all over the internet. Luce Cannon was one of the biggest ones running his mouth. Luce Cannon and Big U is being charged with a robbery of an LA dispensary that Luce Cannon admitted to being involved in on 21 Jump Street. Pay attention to this, y'all, because this was powerful. And it was also nasty. Salute.
Basically, it's like, cause he'll be like, he'll manipulate things. Like, we'll go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the fuck they get that? Oh, well, we're going to just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But because it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns. And when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like he was doing like shit like that. And I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm his high-tech shit. I'm his right-hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm going to get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like one day.
You know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right? Because he was going to make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course.
Self-snitching at its finest. He basically just solved the case for the feds. Because if you look right here next to 99, Williams later admitted to this robbery and the aftermath on a podcast on the 21 Jump Street podcast. After stating that Williams and Henley, right-hand man, Williams explained so basically he'll manipulate things. He basically showed the whole little trick that, excuse me, that Big U was running. He basically told the whole thing. In the paperwork, it also tells about how he was how he was embezzling money from Shaq and Draymond Green. And then they'll put it inside his charity's bank account and he'll take it out and put it into his own bank account. Pay attention, y'all.
The authorities accused Big U of committing wire fraud by embezzling more than $100,000 in donations to developing options. Although none of the donors were identified in the complaint, the Times was able to confirm their names through federal sources and public interviews. Was NBA All-Star, former All-Star, Draymond Green, who made a $20,000 donation to developing options in August of 2019. Big U allegedly embezzled the entire donation, transferring the funds to his personal checking account. NBA superstar and Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal, who wrote a $20,000 check intended to support developing options in the Crenshaw Rams youth sports team. Big U allegedly transferred most of the money to his bank account. Big U faces up to 20 years for the RICO charge alone, but that could get life if a jury finds that he agreed to commit the specifically. This is crazy.
I gotta be real. He basically told on himself, y'all. You heard the federal government was already watching him. He told on himself. You heard? I gotta be honest. When he put the pressure on these athletes because they be wanting to be around, a lot of these athletes, they deserve exactly what they got because they be wanting to be around these so-called gangsters. You heard? But I got to keep it real. He also self-snitched on himself. He's telling the federal government how he runs the block. Pay attention, y'all, because all of this is going to be used on his own trial. Duh.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, man.
Top flight, baby. Security.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come on out here.
Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. You know, anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
Oh well. Just gonna check your ass out.
we're gonna check you in, all right. We're gonna check in all of your equipment. We're gonna check in all of your equipment.
You see that? Self-snitching. The feds take that serious, especially when they're already investigating you. Oh, y'all thought that was it? That's not it, because the murder of Rayshawn Williams. Yeah, so let me break this down real quick just in case y'all don't understand. He's an ex-football player, okay? He became a rap artist. And guess who signed him? Big U. He made a diss record towards Big U. And Big U wasn't having it. He may have been very upset. I think this is the nail in the coffin because now we have the leaked tape. We have the leaked tape of Rayshawn Williams' mother talking to Wack 100 about the feds coming to get Big U after his DNA was found under the kid's hands, under the kid's fingernails. This kid was murdered and they hid his body in the hills of Las Vegas somewhere. And now the mother speaks out And she also spoke to Wack 100. This is the leaked tape, y'all. Pay attention.
When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Gotcha. I'm going to sit back and watch the show. You know, I don't give a
And
fuck.
they basically gonna put his case and Nipsey Hussle case together.
Yes.
The same person that the DNA the lawyer for Nipsey Hussle is gonna be doing my brother case too.
You mean the DA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
District Attorney. Oh, okay.
I gotta be real. That may be the nail in the coffin. The body of that young man, Rayshawn Williams. You heard his ex-artist that used to live with him in his house. I'm gonna be real, y'all. It's gonna get nasty. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all make sure y'all drop a comment. You heard? I'm just trying to give y'all everything from top to bottom of what's going on. Do you think Brick Baby gonna snitch? Do you think Luce Cannon gonna snitch? Or better yet, is Big U gonna snitch? Because he probably know a lot. He know a lot about the different gangs in LA. He know about the politics. He knows a lot. He can tell on, I'm gonna be real. Usually the federal government, 5 bodies of Trump 1. If you can give me 5, I can get rid of this 1 for you. We know how it work, y'all. I'm just saying, somebody's already been snitching. I believe athletes, everybody's coming out snitching on Big U. But I think it's going to get worse because I think the inside is going to end up turning on the outside because 20 years for Big U at 60 years old is a life sentence. Nobody wants to do a life sentence. Yo, it's your boy E-O-U, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel about all this information I just gave y'all. We got the leaked tapes of the murder suspect's mother. The murder victim's mother, excuse me. Rest in peace to Rayshawn Williams. The case may be solved soon. Big U. Salute.
Harlem Legend TV, salute to you, brother. Y'all go check and subscribe to Harlem Legend TV. If you want to know what's happening in Harlem, if you want to know what this real shit and people are doing in Harlem, y'all go watch Harlem TV. Please, y'all like, subscribe, and go to Harlem TV, like, and subscribe to that channel.